What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So we got another episode this week in Warframe, where we go over what's going on in Warframe this week, as well as going over the Nightwave weekly challenges and my weekly invigorations. Additionally, other things that happen weekly in this game. Before we get into it, though, make sure you're subbed to the channel. Make sure you have the live stream channel as well. We are recording this live on Twitch with Twitch chat. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just let you know right now. Similar to last week, we're on Veilbreaker watch. There is no actual news, so I'm aware, for Warframe. We're just basically watching Pablo's Twitter, watching all their little update spots to see, hey, is it finally coming out this week? Because it's supposed to be coming out in September, and we are starting the second week of September right now. But let's go over the Nightwave. Also, another thing for people that might not know, I haven't been doing all the challenges, but I'm going to be done with the Nightwave like level 30 this week. I'll probably keep making these videos, just because I think some people like them still. But yeah, I am actually about to hit level 30 this week, even though I didn't do all the challenges along the way. Enough of that, let's get into these challenges though. And this is actually punishment for last week, because this week's Nightwave will take a lot longer than like the 10-minute Nightwave we had last week. Alright, first challenge is Good Friend. Help Clem with his weekly mission. That is going to be on the relay. Go to Darvo, and right next to Darvo is Clem. You have a weekly, like, 10-minute survival mission that you can get a Clem Spectre blueprint from. It's going to take, like, 10 minutes, like I said. But, yeah, there's not really any tips to that besides just go talk to Clem and do, like, the level 10 survival mission they send you into. Easy rep right there, just takes a little bit. Another one that's going to take probably a little bit longer than, like, kill 5 enemies in 10 seconds. We've got High Ground. Complete 3 Void Flood missions. Now, this is going to be one of the first challenges this week that's going to require you to have access to the Zeramon planet. And Zeramon planet is unlocked after you beat the new war, which is also going to require you to have a Necromech and a Railjack to even do in the first place. So that's a huge, huge barrier of entry right there. So if you can't beat the new war anytime soon, don't worry. These challenges are... The Nightwave will be around for at least another month or two, is my assumption. And yeah, you'll have time to get around to these, or there will be so many challenges that'll come by you won't even have to do any of these, because there's 2 challenges requiring Zeramon this week. We have 3 Void Flood missions. They're pretty straightforward. Basically, just pick up the blobs and put them into the blob holder, and then it gives you loot. That's what they designed, not me. So I don't like Void Flood. I'll probably skip this one, because I don't even need to do these challenges anymore. Next one, Necrolyzer. Kill 100 enemies with a Necromech. Another one of those, like, you thought last week was easy, now we're going to punish you kind of challenges. You need to have a Necromech for this, and kill 100 enemies. I'd recommend whatever Necromech you have, honestly. If you got Bonewood or a Void Rig, they kill stuff fine. But looking forward to some other challenges. You can cross-progress this one with another weekly challenge called Vault Raider. Complete an Isolation Vault bounty on the Cambion Drift on Deimos. Necromechs are very limited where they can be used. You can't use them in like Hydron or like indoor missions. You can only use them on open world nodes, Railjack missions, and I think that's basically it. So that's where you can use these. So there's a bounty to do an Isolation Vault on an open world node. They go together very, very well, especially because lots of infested spawn in here. The way I'll be doing this is I'm going to do this Isolation Vault with my Necromech, basically manning my Necromech the entire mission, and it should be done. That's about like 9,000 rep right there, enough to get my Umbra Forma. Next one, this is probably the easiest challenge this week, as far as time commitment. Got Sound Sleep or complete 3 Nightmare missions of any type. Very, very straightforward. Just go over here, and if you once you've beaten every planet or every mission on a planet once, you get access to Nightmare missions, which have like a reset timer. I have them all unlocked, so I get lots of options. The more Nightmare missions you unlock, the more options you'll have. So I'm just going to go and pick and choose the really quick ones. We got a Capture right there. Got an Assassination right there, Exterminate. So I can just pick like 3 Exterminator captures and just get that done in like 5 minutes or less. So that's one of the reasons I'd recommend everyone beats every mission in the game at least once. Not only do you get arbitrations unlocked, but you also get Nightmare missions where you can farm things like Nightmare mods. And, that's pretty much the only thing that drops there, to be honest. I would love Nightmare Missions 2.0. All right, we went over Vault Raider. It's on Deimos, Underground Necrolisk, Cambion Drift, Bounties. And yes, someone just said in chat there are some dormant Necromechs you can pilot if you don't have your own Necromech. You have to go find them. They're not the most powerful, but they can probably get some kills. You can slowly chip away at this one if you don't have a Necromech of your own. Defense, complete a 20-wave defense. Pretty straightforward. This is an Elite Weekly. So bring a Speed Nova to make the enemies go faster. Bring a Nuker Frame like Saren, Equinox, Mesa, whatever you got. And just make the enemies run towards you quicker and then blow them up as quickly as possible. You can also use things like the Kuva Tsar, the Kuva Ogress, etc., etc. And yeah, that's pretty straightforward. It sounds, I don't know what this is an Elite Weekly, but then like weird ones like this aren't Elite Weekly. Like do a Deimos Vault. I consider that more elite than doing a random level 20 defense, or wave 20 defense personally. And this one right here, the last Elite Weekly, Fallen Angel, another one that requires Zeramon. Defeat 5 Void Angels in the Zeramon. This does not take very long if you have good gear. I was doing a farming squad yesterday. We were beating Void Angels and the entire bounty in about 2 minutes. That's with getting most of the Syndicate Medallions as well. Because if you don't remember this, Syndicate Medallions are now universal drops. So if one of my teammates picks up a Void Plume in this mission, I will also get it. That also counts for the Void Angel. So technically, if you are like split farming with your teammates, you only need like one person to kill the Void Angel if you're geared out. Because once you kill the Void Angel, your teammate will pick up the Void Quill or the Void Pinion from the Angel, and that will be given to everyone on your team. So yeah, if you can solo the Void Angel, you're good to go. All right, that's all the challenges and Elite Weekly challenges. We're going to go over to the cred offerings, and we're going to go over my invigorations as well. All right, so we've got the evergreen stuff at the top, like Nightane and all that. For new players, this is going to be a good thing to purchase. Don't get like tricked by like, oh look, the shiny Aurican Catalyst. You can buy those, but Nightane is a very bottlenecked resource if you don't buy it from here. So I'd highly recommend buying Nightane from here. Get like 60 of it. Don't have to think about it ever again. Get a couple ranks of it, and yeah, you can thank me later. This is used for a lot of prime building and various like weapons and things use this. Actually, I think it's mostly frames actually. We got Kuva as always, and as far as helmets. Some of my personal favorites that are available this week, we've got the Grendel Glut helmet. Now this thing has this little energy effect on the front that you can color customize obviously, and it just makes it looks like Grendel's constantly eating. So I like that helmet. We've got the Nidus Myixity helmet. Once he gets fully mutated, this opens up and it looks really crazy. So I like that one too. And as far as the other helmets, it's really up to you guys. There's this Sevagoth Pirate helmet, which I never really use, but some people like it. He's got like an eye patch right there and a little evil eye, so it's pretty cool. And as far as aura mods, we've got a couple good ones this week and a couple bad ones this week. So as far as good ones, I'm not going to spend too much time explaining it, but Steel Charge gives you increased melee damage and has an extremely high bonus capacity when you equip this on your frame. So a must-have aura mod right here, Steel Charge. Make sure you got that in your account. Energy Siphon, really good, especially for new players. Base energy regen for you and your teammates. If you have 4 people on your team, you can have 4 people using this. That's over 2 energy regen per second for everybody. So that's really nice. Loot Detector, also a really, really good one for hunting down loot on the map. 30 loot radar means you can see loot through the wall. And, if you're blowing up all the loot with like a Limbo or a Zaku, and you see some loot still on the loot radar through the wall and you didn't pick it up already, it might be an I-10 sculpture or something else somewhat important. So very, very good here. Another must-have if you ask me. So we have 3 basically must-have aura mods, with Energy Siphon being debatable on being a must-have. And we have 3 like stinker aura mods. EMP aura sucks. Physique is not terrible, but also not great. And then Pistol Scavenger is probably going to be basically removed from the game once the ammo changes come out in Veilbreaker. So we'll see what ends up happening there. And as far as Mastery Fodder weapons, we have Dark Dagger Blueprint and Ceramic Dagger Blueprint. Nothing special to see there. Just get them and level them up once and then delete them forever. As far as PvP mods, we got Ambush Optics of the Rubico, giving it minus zoom. Power of 3 for Ivara, giving her 3 cloaking arrows. I guess 3 sleep arrows too. Instead of just 1, and it consumes more energy. Actually a pretty cool augment. I just never really use it because I don't want to use the mod slot for that. Singularity for Nyx. It sounds good until you realize you can't run this with Assimilate. But Nyx's 4th ability will pull in enemies, but you can't move because you can't use you can't use 2 augment mods for the same ability at the same time, unfortunately. Skull Shots, the Viper, giving you infinite ammo on headshots. Double Tap for the Latron, giving you more damage as long as you keep getting headshots. And Excalibur's Purging Dash, removing status effects. So as far as all these, I'd probably say get Power of 3 and maybe Double Tap. And if you like the Viper for some reason, get Skull Shots. But yeah, Power of 3 is good. The other ones, Alright, so that's going to be it for the challenges. Teshin has a Pistol Riven for, I think, 75 Steel Essence. So I would not recommend wasting that. And let's see. Okay, so there's nothing going on in Warframe this week. I'm hoping for some good invigorations. We did not get the most exciting ones last week. I see Garuda. I'm already happy. Please don't be jump resets. Alright, I'm going to look at the Garuda one last. So poor Limbo, getting that extra primary damage and health. He sure is going to need that while the Eximus are bullying him in the Rift. So that's pretty funny. We've got Gyre, secondary crit chance and parkour velocity, not too bad. she still could use some survivability buffs, I'd say. So yeah, 2 pretty good ones so far. Now let's see what the last one is. Melee crit chance and sprint speed. Not the most exciting, but pretty good. Sprint speed, huh? And melee crit damage, or crit chance. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. I'm not going to override any of these. They're not like crazy like the Caliban one from a couple weeks ago, but keepable for sure. She has very high CC on her Garuda Talons, which I haven't really been using that much lately. Or really using melee that much in general. But maybe that could be funny for like Exodia Contagion or something, to get like a red crit Exodia Contagion with no combo multiplier. I'm definitely thinking that could be some kind of fun stuff. I'm looking forward to that. So, alright guys, I will see you next time. Hope the video was helpful to you. And like I said, there's really not much going on this week. So, you know, might be a good time to catch up on other games. But keep an eye on the channel. I'll be having videos coming out every day, and you bet your butt I will be posting the second Veilbreaker release date is posted. So I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.